Bulls fans, brace yourselves. The trade that could change everything is on the horizon. Zach LaVine, our high-flying all-star, for Brandon Ingram, the silky smooth scorer from New Orleans? Welcome to Chicago Bulls News, your go-to source for the latest updates on the Windy City's favorite team. We've got you covered with breaking news, trade rumors, and in-depth analysis of everything Bulls. From United Center to the front office, we're bringing you the inside scoop. Hit subscribe and let's talk Bulls basketball. Today we're diving deep into a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape the Bulls' future. That's right, we're talking Zach LaVine for Brandon Ingram. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into it. Before we jump into the trade rumors, let's take a quick look at where our Chicago Bulls stand right now. It's no secret that the Bulls have been struggling to find their identity this season. With a record hovering around .500, they're stuck in that dreaded NBA purgatory, not bad enough for a high draft pick, but not good enough to be true contenders. The DeMar DeRozan and Nikola Vucevic pairing hasn't quite lived up to expectations, and our young core, led by Patrick Williams and Coby White, is still developing. But the biggest question mark has been surrounding our max contract star, Zach LaVine. Now, don't get me wrong, Bulls fans. Zach LaVine is an incredible talent. We've seen him light up scoreboards, make clutch shots, and even represent Team USA in the Olympics. But something just isn't clicking in Chicago. LaVine's numbers this season have been solid, averaging around 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. But the eye test tells a different story. The team's offense often stagnates when he's on the floor, and his defense, well, let's just say it leaves something to be desired. There have been whispers of discontent in the locker room and rumors that LaVine and the coaching staff aren't seeing eye to eye. With LaVine's massive contract eating up a significant portion of the Bulls' cap space, the front office might be looking to shake things up. This brings us to the juicy trade rumor that's got the NBA world buzzing. Sources close to the team have hinted that the Bulls might be exploring a potential trade with the New Orleans Pelicans centered around swapping Zach LaVine for Brandon Ingram. Now, before you start freaking out in the comments, let's break down what Brandon Ingram brings to the table. Scoring prowess, Ingram is a bona fide bucket getter, averaging around 24 points per game this season. His silky smooth jumper and ability to create his own shot make him a threat from anywhere on the court. Playmaking, unlike LaVine, Ingram has shown the ability to be a primary facilitator. His 5.5 assists per game would instantly boost the Bulls' ball movement. Length and defensive potential, at 6'8" with a 7'3" wingspan, Ingram has the tools to be a disruptive defender. While he's not elite on that end yet, his length and mobility could be a huge asset in Billy Donovan's defensive schemes. Age and upside, at just 26 years old, Ingram is entering his prime and still has room to grow. His best basketball could be ahead of him. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would we trade away our all-star guard? Well, Bulls fans, there are a few reasons why this move could make sense for Chicago. Fresh start, sometimes, a change of scenery is exactly what a team needs. Bringing in Ingram could rejuvenate the Bulls' offense and give them a new focal point to build around. Fit with DeRozan, Ingram's length and shooting ability could complement DeRozan's mid-range game better than LaVine's style. This could lead to a more balanced offensive attack. Financial flexibility, while both players are on max contracts, Ingram's deal is slightly more favorable. This could give the Bulls a bit more wiggle room for future moves. Defensive improvement, Ingram's size and length could immediately improve the Bulls' perimeter defense, an area where they've struggled mightily. If this trade were to go through, we could be looking at a starting lineup of Coby White, Alex Caruso, Brandon Ingram, DeMar DeRozan, Nikola Vucevic. This lineup gives the Bulls multiple ball handlers, improved spacing, and better defensive versatility. Imagine Ingram running pick and rolls with Vuevi, or DeRozan and Ingram working off each other in isolation situations. The possibilities are intriguing, to say the least. Of course, no potential trade is without its drawbacks. Here are some concerns that both teams would need to consider. LaVine's health. Zach has had some injury issues throughout his career, particularly with his knees. The Pelicans would need to be confident in his long-term durability. Ingram's fit. While his skills are tantalizing, there's no guarantee that Ingram would mesh perfectly with the Bulls' current core. There could be an adjustment period. Fan backlash. LaVine has been a fan favorite in Chicago, and trading him away could upset a portion of the fan base. The Bulls would need to be prepared for potential blowback. Chemistry concerns. Both players would be entering new locker rooms and systems. Building chemistry takes time, and there's always a risk that things don't click immediately. If this trade were to happen, it would signal a significant shift in the Bulls' direction. Here's what it could mean for the future. Commitment to defense. By acquiring Ingram, the Bulls would be doubling down on their efforts to improve defensively. This could lead to a more balanced team overall. Playmaking focus. Ingram's passing ability could usher in a new era of ball movement for the Bulls, potentially making the offense less predictable. Timeline adjustment. At 26, Ingram aligns well with the ages of Patrick Williams, 22, and Kobe White, 24. This could give the Bulls a young core to build around for years to come. Draft strategy. With a potentially more well-rounded roster, the Bulls might be able to focus on drafting the best player available rather than trying to fill specific needs. As of now, this is all still in the realm of rumors and speculation. The Bulls front office, led by Arturas Karnisovas and Mark Eversley, has been tight-lipped about any potential moves. But with the trade deadline approaching, things could heat up quickly. Here's what to keep an eye on in the coming weeks. LaVine's performance. If Zach goes on a hot streak, it could change the calculus for both teams. Pelicans' record. If New Orleans starts to climb the standings, they might be less inclined to make a big move. Other teams entering the mix. Don't be surprised if other teams try to get in on the action. A third team could always enter the picture to facilitate a deal. Bulls' playoff position. If Chicago starts to fall out of the play-in tournament picture, it could increase the likelihood of a shakeup. All right, Bulls Nation, that's the lowdown on this potential blockbuster trade. What do you think? Would you pull the trigger on a LaVine for Ingram swap? Or should the Bulls stand pat and try to make it work with their current core? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get a discussion going. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more Bulls news and analysis. Until next time, keep believing in the Bulls.